Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dre Bones 777, and today I wanted to talk to you about the iPhone. Well, there's a new iPhone coming out for Sprint Nextel next week, and this is great news for people who have Sprint phones, so they can now join for an iPhone. But mainly, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. What I really wanted to talk about was, is the iPhone really worth buying? Especially if you're under Sprint Nextel's network. Well, in my opinion, I think buying an iPhone on Sprint might be great, but at the same time, I think it's really a waste of money though. I mean, there's just some things I like about the iPhone, and then there's a lot of things I don't. I mean, look at it from a technology viewpoint. I mean, the iPhone did revolutionize things back in '07, but now it's 2011 and I think the iPhone is crap now. I mean, I'll give you some reasons. There's about like 4 of them. There might be more, but I could think of 4 good reasons why I think the iPhone sucks now. Well, here we go. Let me go with reason 1. Alright, right now what I clicked on is the Evo 4G right here. Now, I have this smartphone right here, and I love it to death. Actually, I like it way better than the iPhone. You see, it got 4.3-inch screen, and you see on the right picture, it has a kickstand. See, that's nice. I mean, everybody was saying that the iPhone 4 had a front-facing camera. Well, this phone had it a month before the iPhone 4 even came out. So, yeah, it beat it to the point. Another thing is, it has a 4G network. iPhone don't even have a 4G network yet. Come on now. They're supposed to be the most advanced phone out there, but don't even have a 4G network. I mean, Verizon rolled out their 4G LTE network. Sprint uses WiMAX 4G. I mean, you mean to tell me the iPhone can't do this? It don't have a 4G network? I mean, come on now. You're supposed to be the best phone. Why don't you have this stuff? I mean, people will tell you, yeah, it's under AT&T, and AT&T has a 4G network. Well, I'm going to get into that in another video, but really it don't. But anyway, let me go to another phone and compare it with the iPhone. Alright, here goes the Thunderbolt. Look just like the Evo, same manufacturer, HTC, but it's under Verizon's LTE network instead of Sprint's WiMAX. See, look at the kickstand on there, it's bulkier. If you were to stand it straight up, it can do that. It got a front-facing camera just like the iPhone 4. Now, I will admit, the iPhone 4's camera is a lot better than most other phones. I mean, it shows good high definition, and you could actually edit what you recorded instead of have to go to a computer. I mean, that sounds pretty good, but there's just some features that I think is missing from the iPhone that Android phones and other phones like the BlackBerry, Windows Mobile might have. I mean, I think the iPhone is so overrated, it ain't even fucking funny. Like, they got too many fanboys, and I'm trying to show you, you really can't getting what you pay for. Alright, here goes another phone. This is the Evo 3D now. See? 3D camera. It got a front-facing camera as well up there. And it got 2 cameras in the back. So you can do 3D. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to use all these features. But for people who do, this is something good. And look, the price is so much cheaper than the iPhone. Come on now, they want down near $600 for a phone that can't do all this that Android phones can do. That's what I'm saying. The iPhone's a fucking ripoff to me. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, there are some good things, but I still think it's a fucking ripoff. Alright, let me go to another picture. Another thing. Here goes the Epic 4G. This came out a year ago, and this phone still looks great. Another thing that the iPhone is missing, that this phone has, and you can obviously see it right here, a slide out keyboard. Now, like I said, not everybody's going to use all these features, but for people that like features like this, how's the iPhone really good? Why don't the iPhone have a slide out keyboard? Why don't they have big screens? Or they're just finally getting the big screens now, but why don't they have slide out keyboards? It don't it's like they don't go for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And you see that more carriers have different types of Android phones and different models. iPhones don't, you see. Also, the iPhone doesn't support Flash. I don't think that's too important to most people, but if you like Flash contents on the internet, this is good for you. I mean, but like I said, though, the keyboard, I think that's a major factor. Okay, let me go to another video. Another picture here. Alright, the Droid X, well, we kind of said the big screen. Alright, let me get out of there. Alright, let's go to this phone right here. Alright, this is the Xperia Play, also known as the PlayStation phone. See, they actually made a phone that has PlayStation buttons right here. See, this is the touchscreen part right there. That part's where you play at, you know. See, they got phones like that now. See, I mean, this might appeal to people who are in hardcore gaming. I mean, I would like a phone like this. Although I'm kind of happy with the phone I got, the Evo 4G. I mean, but you see though, it got more. This is an Android phone. It got more stuff to offer than any iPhone could do. And this phone has a front-facing camera as well. Most of the phones I reviewed, except for the Droid X, had a front-facing camera, just like the iPhone does. And these phones are a lot cheaper too, easier to manufacture. Meaning they all had different manufacturers: HTC, Samsung, Sony Ericsson. This is Sony Ericsson. Motorola. Anyway, though, like I was saying, I mean, there's more Android phones out there than actual iPhones. You know what I'm saying? iPhone does sell better, which is good, but is it really worth it though? $600 for shit it can't even do? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and I forgot this other feature the iPhones can't do. SD card and removable battery. Alright, so if your battery dies, what the hell can you do with your iPhone? You gotta take it back to Apple. You see, why would you want all that hassle to do some shit like that? You see, how is that really the greatest phone? I mean, you can't even put extra storage in with an SD card. They just give you storage right out of the box. I mean, that's good, but at the same time, it's a fucking ripoff. I mean, 64 gigs, maybe 32 gigs. That's not high enough for $600. You see, you're wasting fucking money. I mean, you look like a fucking idiot doing that. Another thing is, like, yeah, the battery, like, getting replaced. Like, you can't even take out your own battery. You see, you can't really do nothing with your phone. It's like they control everything. Why would I want that? Most of the apps you pay for, too, as opposed to more free stuff on Android. Now, I'm not going to say that everything's good for free, but you see, these phones is a lot cheaper. The Android phones are a lot cheaper, and they could do a lot more. You see, four things I mentioned. The 4G network. See, iPhone's been out a long time. Don't have a 4G network. The removable storage and battery. iPhone don't have that. Android phones and other phones do. Slide out keyboard. iPhone don't have that. Some Android phones do, and other phone manufacturers do. And the support for Flash, which I really don't think is the biggest important deal, but it might be to some people. iPhone don't have that. This phone, the Android phones do. Well, that's my 10 minutes right there for Stray Bone 777. If you like the video, comment, write a reply, or even make a video about this. Well, alright guys, I'm out. Peace.